Have you ever had a hard time dealing with rejection as a man? Is it something about the interaction that makes you leave the interaction leaving less confident or maybe angry or maybe feeling some type of way? Well, in this video, I'm going to tell you how you can deal with rejection, okay? What is the best way to go about it, okay? And I'm going to share some of my personal experiences, okay? So this is a video for the guys who are deranged, and when a woman suddenly all of a sudden rejects them. Oh, well, fuck you, bitch. That's for you. The next one is the guys who get all insecure and they start getting all sad and less confident because they feel like the woman just said that they're not shit and they're not good enough. And, oh, fuck. This is for all of you guys, okay? I'm going to teach you the best way to deal with rejection and my worst experience by far, okay? So before I go into it, I think I should share with you guys the worst rejection. The worst. I don't give a fuck, bro. The worst, okay? This is the worst, technically, right? I don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, I don't care. That's what I'm going to teach you guys to do, is to not care. But I'm going to tell you what was the worst experience. So, I was in the gym, right? And I seen this chick. Seemed like a baddie, right? Far away. I'm like, okay, gotta make my move, moving and grooving. I go up to her. I approach her. And what happens? As always, when I approach a woman, what do? I introduce myself. I tell her why I'm there. And then I extend my hand, right? Because I'm looking to break the touch barrier like right away, as soon as possible. Okay, I'm looking to break the touch barrier. And what happens? This woman looks at me like I'm disgusting. This woman looks at me like that. And I'm like, yo. So she looks at me like that. And then she says, oh, I'm sick. She said she was sick, right? She said she's sick and she can't shake hands. Come on now. You know that's cap. But you know the funny part? You know what's funny about it? When I got close up to her, and this is not even on no petty shit like guys who be approaching a woman and suddenly she rejects them. Like, oh, you ugly ass bitch. I don't even like you. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Nah, come on, bro. You know you like her. All right? So this is not even on no petty shit, but listen. Have you ever had this experience where you walk up to a woman who from the distance seems bad? From the distance, she seems like she looks good. And then you walk up on her. And then you see the close-up. You've been catfished. You've been bamboozled. I almost threw up just thinking about it right there, as you can see. You've been bamboozled, right? Suddenly, you see that it was all smoke and mirrors. So I approached her, right? Not only did she hit me with that, not only did she look at my hand like I was disgusting, or like I stunk like shit, or if I smelled like booty cheeks, but guess what? When she was talking, her teeth were all nasty and crooked and they just looked crusty. They looked crusty, and on top of that, her skin was not the best. So not only did I get rejected in a way of looking at me like with disgust, but this woman was not even that bad. So not only did I get rejected in a way that most guys would probably break down and cry over, but this woman wasn't even that bad. From far away, and maybe if you put a trash bag on her head, perhaps, but at the end of the day, she wasn't even that bad. But, besides the point, here's what I'm here to talk to you about, right? So let's take that experience, right? How did I walk away normally, casually? And what did I do? So, what did I do? Okay, no problem. Have a good day. That's it. No problem. Have a good day. I'm not going to sit here and argue with her. Oh, you can't shake my hand? Oh, you think you're too Hollywood? You think you're too good for me or something? So what, you're just not going to give me a handshake? Start getting all mad and defensive and angry. And I'm also not going to sit there and be like, oh, she doesn't like me. No, I don't care. I don't care. And that's what you should do as well, because at the end of the day, my validation comes from myself. Where does yours come from? Ask yourself that. Where does your validation come from? Because if your validation does not come from yourself, then it will definitely come from external sources. Meaning, when you go up to a woman and she says whatever she says, whether it's a good outcome or a bad outcome, your validation is dependent on that. My validation is not. I validate myself. I have self-respect, self-love, all of that. So I'm confident in who I am. I don't need someone to compliment me or insult me. I don't care. Whether it's good or bad, I don't care. So at the end of the day, I believe in going for what you want. So if you see a woman that you like, you go for it. No matter what. Doesn't matter if her mom's right next to her. Doesn't matter if her dad's right next to her. Hey, listen, if her dad's right next to her, hey, sir, excuse me, really quick. I just wanted to come over here and speak to your daughter really quick. Is that okay with you? Boom. That's it. Respect. Show respect to the father first. But at the end of the day, the point is, you should go for what you want. Doesn't matter if the grandma's there. Doesn't matter if she's in a group of friends. It doesn't matter if whatever the case may be, right? I'm just thinking of random scenarios off the top of my head. It doesn't matter what the case may be. I believe a man should go for what he wants no matter what. So I don't care what the outcome is because I'm not doing shit for her. That's why when guys say, oh, approach and she has to look at you and give you a signal and she has to wave twice and she has to spread her ass cheeks and all this. No, because that's not going for what you want. That's going for what she wants. If you're waiting for her to send you a signal, you're going off what she wants as opposed to going for what you want. Because if what you want is to go over there and approach her, then just do it, regardless of the outcome. Most guys wait for a signal because they're afraid of the outcome. They're afraid because if she rejects them, what happens? Oh, now all of a sudden I'm less of a man. No. Who cares? Who cares? Go up to her, talk to her. Good or bad, it doesn't matter. So in a situation like that, you're not supposed to get all angry, man. Why are you getting angry for? Because at the end of the day, it probably has nothing to do with you either. Timing matters. Not only does timing matter, right? She could have just gotten off the phone with her boyfriend and they just broke up. Her grandma could have just died. Her goldfish could have just got ran over by a dinosaur in the sea, right? So all these other factors are going on. Meanwhile, you're over here thinking it's about you. You're probably not her type. Who knows? Maybe you're 6'5". You have six-pack abs. You're a Chad. And maybe she likes fat guys. Who knows? Come on now. We know that's not true. But let's just say you're not her type. So does it really have to do with you? Are you really going to start convincing yourself, oh, well, my nose is probably too big. Oh, and my ears are probably big as fuck and I look like a monkey. Oh, my gut is touching my knees. Listen, if you have to improve, then you have to improve. But at the end of the day, you should not start getting insecure if a woman rejects you. If a woman rejects you, simply just tell her have a good day. Politely, that's it. No problem. You're not going to be pushy. Why are you going to be pushy? That's not how you handle a rejection. Because not only does that show that you're emotional, but the woman is probably going to give you a fake number. Why? Because this is why women give out fake numbers. Because they're afraid of how guys are going to handle rejection. If all guys handle rejection like me, it wouldn't be a problem. But women have to give out fake numbers. Why? Because they're afraid that they might run into a psychopath who's going to be like, oh, you don't like me? Bitch, fuck you. I don't like you either. Right? Because some guys are deranged like that. Some guys are off the hinges. But what did I do? She looked at me. And at the end of the day, she did me a favor, to be honest with you, right? Because she wasn't all that. I'm sure that's happened to some of you guys. Where you approach a woman and from afar she looked good. But somehow I guess I needed to get my vision tested. All my life, I thought I was 20/20, but apparently, who knows? But yeah, you know that's happened to you. You know, for those of you guys who go out there and talk to women, I know that's happened to you at some point in your life. Where you've seen a woman, you're like, man, you walk up to her, you're like, oh shit. But what are you going to do? You're not going to be rude. I'm not just going to walk away and be like, actually, never mind. Shit, if I knew that she was gonna react like that, maybe I would have. Nah, I'm just fucking around. But not gonna be rude. Why would I be rude? Okay, just continue the conversation normally and just not hit her up afterwards. Same thing that women do. Women will do that to you. Have a conversation, blah blah blah, exchange information because she's afraid that you might go off the hinges and just never text you back again, right? That's just the non-rude thing to do. So as a man, I continue the conversation, no problem. But in my head, I'm thinking, ugh, what the fuck? What the fuck? So really, she did me a favor. But this is how you handle rejection. You base whatever it is, you base your validation on yourself. Do you validate yourself through your daily actions? Do you validate yourself? Excuse me. I don't know what's going on. But do you validate yourself, or do you need others to validate you? Because when you need others to validate you, that's when you're going to be afraid to go talk to a woman. That's when you're going to be nervous. That's when you're going to suddenly feel less of a man because a woman rejected you. And that's when you're going to spaz out if you're an emotional ass man and get all angry and get all mad. Listen, go for what you want all day. Go for what you want all day. But if a woman rejects you, it probably has nothing to do with you. And even if it does, no problem. Have a good day. There's so many more women there's so much more fish in the sea, right? There's so many more women out there to be getting mad over a woman who doesn't like you. Why would you even mess with a woman who doesn't like you? In this world, there is 10 types of women, right? 5 who say yes and 5 who say no. So why are you going to be stuck on the one that says no? If she says no, no problem. If she says yes, then good. That's the type of woman that you should be messing with. Don't be out here messing with women who are telling you no. Don't be out here getting emotional over a woman who doesn't want you. That's simple, no problem. And I don't know why I said 10. There's 2 types of women. 10. I'm tired, bro. It's been a long day. But yeah, guys, this is how you handle rejection, okay? You handle rejection by simply not taking it directly. And this can apply to sales, right? Because if you're in sales, people are going to reject you all day, especially if you're in door to door. Like myself, if you're in door to door like myself, you get rejected every single day, hundreds of times. Hundreds of times. So you have to learn to say, okay, I understand that this is not personal towards me, because most people, they take it as a personal attack. If someone says no or rejects you as far as a sale, some people take it as a personal attack. And when a woman says no, you take it as a personal attack. It's not a personal attack. There's a lot of different factors that could be going on in her mind. And also, you shouldn't feel offended because your validation should come from you. You should go for what you want, but at the end of the day, you have to be solid. You have to have the solid foundation, meaning your validation comes from yourself, not from anyone else. All right? That's the video for today. If you have any stories on what's the worst rejection that you've ever had, drop them down below. I can't remember too many, but if I really remember the most vivid one, it would be that one. So let me know down below. Have you guys ever gotten rejected? Or have you guys ever approached a woman and you thought she looked good, but then when you got up close, you were like, what the fuck is this? That's the video for today, y'all.